Ever wonder what solo travel in Nikko really feels like? This video is more of a cozy FaceTime catch-up, just me recapping my day, a few travel tips, and the little moments that really stuck with me. If you're looking for the full itinerary, that is already up on my channel. For now, I hope you enjoy this casual update about the trip. So let's get into it. You guys, I feel like I have so much to tell you about this trip. I mean, you saw it. And if you haven't seen my Nikko travel vlog, then I'll leave a link to it at the end of this video. I am loving this solo trip in Nikko. I feel like I needed it. There really is nothing like solo traveling. I feel like sometimes for me, I just need like a recharge vacation of just meandering and wandering by myself. And man, I feel like Nikko is the perfect place for solo travelers. It's just really easy, and I 100% think you can do Nikko in a day trip from Tokyo. At first I was a little iffy about it because just the distance and all that stuff. I was like, can we really do this? I think it just depends on like what you want to do when you're in Nikko. For instance, if you're here for like all the World Heritage sites, there is a really convenient World Heritage bus line that you can just hop on and off. The temples themselves are very old. I mean, this feels like it should be like a, no-brainer, but it's just very old, and there's a lot of steps, and the main area of the temple where the shogunate was actually buried, the main part you want to see is like behind the gate where you have to pay, and it's one of the more expensive temples to actually get into. However, I feel like because of its importance in Japanese history, I feel like it's worth going in, and also just like all the buildings in there are just really, I don't know, like I've been to a lot of temples, but I feel like I was not disappointed at all by what I saw. The crowds were very much okay. I don't know what it is. So I'm here like right after Golden Week. It's like Golden Week was the first half of this week. I don't know what it is, but the crowds have just been like perfectly okay. Lots of space. It's not overcrowded. So I'm having a great time. Again, lots of walking. It's definitely colder here in Nikko than Tokyo and Kyoto, which is where I was previously. But you're walking so much and doing so many stairs that this was perfectly fine. I didn't need a jacket at all. You do not need to do what I did, which was, so basically what I did is from the main bridge area after I saw all the World Heritage sites, I then went and walked down the main street that had a bunch of like cute little mom and pop shops and restaurants and cafes and little Nikko craft stores, and it was so cute to just walk into these places that are, and the store owner is right there. I loved the store I went into where it was a woman who, like, literally when I walked in, I saw the outside and it was just this like standalone small little building, but in the window I saw pottery. So I just walked in, and immediately I just hear like a sewing machine, which was just so reminiscent of my bachan when she would sew whenever I was over at her house. And yeah, so she was just making like her products like in store. Like you can clearly see like her workshop and the store was all in like one big room. But the pottery there was so cute, like so up my alley about the aesthetics that I like. It wasn't that bad of a price. I would say it ranged from like 500 to 2,000 yen. I ended up buying a mug because I drink either coffee or tea every day when I'm home in LA, and so I love me a good mug. I feel like similar to how wine tastes better in like nicer glasses, at least in my opinion. For me, I also love a good mug. I just feel like it just like makes the drink better. It's a mental thing, I know, but I don't know. So I decided to treat myself to a cute little mug. I don't want to unwrap it because she did such a good job of it, but it's just, yeah. So this was 2,000 yen. When she was wrapping it up for me, I was telling her like, oh, like, gomennasai. Like I'm just learning Japanese still, because she was so friendly and so nice and trying to speak to me. So I was just like, oh, gomennasai, like I'm learning Japanese. But between like her broken English / Japanese and then my broken Japanese / English, like we were able to have this like really nice conversation about how like what she's currently making and like how she does it. And because I was asking her, I was like, did you make all of this stuff? And she's like, oh yeah, and this is like what I'm currently working on, and like this is all so nice. I feel like every store I went into, Everyone was just so nice. And I even went into this like little bakery shop, and I kind of just wanted to go in because it said that it had been around for like, oh yeah. So I went to this bakery, or I walked by this bakery that again was like this like super tiny standalone building on the main street. And it said that it's been in Nikko since 1873. This like little hole in the wall bakery shop on the main street. So I had to go in and just like see what they were selling. And when I walked in, the woman was so kind. I asked if I could like take photos in there because I felt like it was so cute. I ended up buying some pastries. I ate such a late lunch, which was a ramen with yuba in it. And yuba is this type of tofu that Nikko is known for. So I had a really late lunch and I'm still kind of full. And I also had a little tart on the way that I just couldn't pass up. It looked so good. Highly recommend that place. There are little seats inside where you can just chill, people watch as people are walking by. Had that, had coffee, had a little cakey there. So I'm just full of sugar and food, and I do not need this. However, I just felt like I needed to like support this little bakery. So I'm probably going to save this for my limited express home just as like a little snack. Yeah, so that was my day and it was amazing. Again, I feel like I finished the World Heritage Sites in like 3 hours. And I guess I didn't do like all the things. Like there was a garden there. There are a couple of museums there. So you can definitely more fill out your day with like the museums, more temples and all of that. But I feel like for me, I just wanted to kind of have a chiller day. Like I was okay with ending the day early and just leaving time for just wandering the street like mindlessly and just popping in and out of random stores, because tomorrow is going to be an early day. I want to head out to the lake area, Lake Chuzenji. I'm very excited because the lake is supposed to be beautiful. There's a really stunning temple out there. There's also like more areas to walk and shop and pop into restaurants. And then there's also the famous waterfall that Nikko is known for. So yeah, that's gonna be an early day just because I wanted to go earlier in the morning just to try and beat crowds. But walking around here, I like don't really know if that's necessary. However, I already bought my timed Tobu ticket. So yeah, I definitely have to leave by like 1:30 or 2 p.m. So yeah, I just want to start the day early, just get out of the way, and then I'll just come back and chill and have a coffee somewhere. For the rest of the night though, I am just gonna stay in, export my footage from my cameras, and just have a chill night. I definitely need to catch up on like emails, editing, and just a couple of other things. Since I'm staying in and I'm not really hungry right now, I went to Family Mart, which there's only like one Family Mart near the like Nikko station area, and it's like a little bit farther away. So yeah, just if you need anything from Family Mart, when you see it on the main Nikko street, just stop in and grab what you need at the moment so that you don't have to backtrack like I did. My Family Mart haul is drink-wise, this is the boring part. I got water and I got a small Coke. I never drink Coca-Cola in the States. Like I never crave sodas, but whenever I'm in Japan, I like crave Japanese Coca-Cola. I don't know what it is. So every time I see it, I just am like, I'm gonna treat myself and have a little Coca-Cola. So I got that. And then I got one of these vitamin packs. I always get these for after I am on a long train ride. Like whenever I am taking the Shinkansen somewhere, or if I'm just on the JR for a long time, or like on a flight, whatever, I always have these the next day just because I feel like it just gives me a little bit of a boost vitamin wise, and yeah, it helps prevent me from getting sick. At least that's what I think it does. And then for dinner, not the healthiest and not Nikko specific, but I just thought this looked good to me for eating in the room. I got a famchiki and I also got a spicy famchiki. I'll open one of these right now. So these famchikis are what Family Mart is known for. They're supposed to be really good, but I actually have never had them before. But I just felt like this would be a nice little dinner situation since I am kind of stuffed on sweets and stuff. I got myself a little bag of chips. And then apparently the hotel I'm staying at, if I go downstairs, there's like free coffee, free tea. There's an onsen apparently. I'm staying at the classic Nikko, or the Nikko Station Classic Hotel, which I am the type of person who am all about convenience. I feel like if you're coming to Nikko, there's two ways you can do this. Either you come to Nikko as a day trip, hit all the World Heritage sites really quick and be good to go. I guess there's three ways. Or two, do what I'm doing, which is just doing the World Heritage sites, staying near a station so that it's easy to hop on and off public transportation, stay overnight, and then go to a farther area on your second day. I am purely staying in this hotel because of convenience. I'm all about convenience, especially if I need to be moving around a lot. I just feel like it just saves me time and energy. And the third way you can do Nikko, which is what I initially was gonna do, but then I kind of had this moment where I realized I don't have a Nikko guide on my blog or YouTube. So instead of what I initially wanted to do, which is option 3 for if you come to Nikko, is having a more like relaxing, I guess there's 4 ways, because the third way could be you are having a really like nature hikey type of moment here in Nikko. There's so much of that here. But number 4 is what I wanted to do, which is just stay at a place that has a really nice onsen and just relax. Take my baths, forest walk, just do nothing. Like that was my original plan. I feel like that is something that like Nikko is known for. Like it's so beautiful out here. I definitely think Nikko is a great place for an onsen. But yeah, so I decided to do it this way because I wanted to be able to create a guide for you guys and not just like list places, but actually be able to tell you from personal experience like what it's like at each of these places. So now that I on this trip have like checked that off and I'll have enough to create a nice guide for you guys, definitely I want to come back and I want to stay at a ryokan and I want to have some onsen time to just do nothing. So that is my next goal for my next trip to Nikko because I am definitely coming back. All right, I just did a lot of talking. I definitely talked your ear off, but again, I feel like I am on a sugar and coffee high. So yeah, just a chill night in, but I will see you bright and early tomorrow. The plan is to check out the hotel early. Oh, so this hotel also has free breakfast from 6 to 8, which I did not know. I'm so happy about because we are catching a really early bus out to the lake. So I'm going to check out early, get breakfast early, leave my bags at the hotel, walk to the bus, which is like 2 minutes away, if that, and then head on over to our next destinations. So yes. All right. I will see you guys bright and early. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. If you haven't seen the full Nikko itinerary yet, I'll leave it linked below, along with more Japan travel videos if you're planning a trip. And if you like this more personal recap, let me know in the comments. I'd love to make more of these. See you in the next one.